Hello everybody, Brittany here, and welcome to the kitchen day. So in my hands, I actually have 3 of my most used cloths in my kitchen. And I spend a lot of time in the kitchen between cooking and doing the dishes and cleaning the refrigerator and trying to meal prep. I need some really good products to help me out. And so the first one that I wanted to show you guys is actually our mesh cloth here. And this is used for dishes. And so this is very unique. When I first thought this, I was like, how on earth is this gonna be effective in washing my dishes? And what I learned by using this is that these holes here along this meshy material is really good at grabbing onto the grime. So when I go over a plate, it just grabs onto, when it goes into those little holes, it just grabs on it and just basically rips it right off. And it cleans my dishes so well. And so this is what I use in my sink along with some dish soap. And so there's a few different kinds of dish soap. I have a lime one here, and I am surprised at how much I love the smell of this dish soap. And truthfully, it makes me enjoy washing dishes a little bit more. Not my favorite task to do, so I'll take it. This is a game changer. What's really neat about this dishcloth as well is, so if you have a dishwasher and you are needing to get off sauces from a barbecue, or you just have some caked on stuff or something sticky, go over it really fast with this, and this helps grab the grime off rather than having to spray for a really long time to get that stuff off before you put it into the dishwasher. And when your dishwasher is all loaded, put this in your little silverware compartment and let this get cleansed in your dishwasher. There's no need to save this aside and put into your washing machine. Wash it with the rest of your dishes. And so it's really easy to wash this frequently if you want to. You don't have to, because it has so much aeration, it doesn't get mildewy or stinky at all. It's amazing. So there's that and the dish soap. The other 2 cloths that I have here is the kitchen cloth. And this is similar to the EnviroCloth except for the stitching. And so you'll see channels in these kitchen cloths rather than being really tight weaved throughout the entirety of the cloth. And what's really nice about that, because I thought I could have just used my EnviroCloth in the kitchen, and it turns out this is so much better because of those channels in the kitchen, because there's so many crumbs and grease. You're really tackling a lot of those things in the kitchen. And when you go to rinse this out in that warm, hot water, it's actually going to release all those particles a little bit, or quite a bit better, because they're already so much more opened up, where the EnviroCloth works so much better in the bathroom and around the house where you're not going to have so much grime and crumbs. This was going to release it. And you just have to put a little bit less back work into getting that stuff out. And again, the famous tags. This has backlock technology in it. It's the kitchen cloth. And so when I'm all done with this, I get it wet, wipe off my countertops, my range, whatever's in my kitchen that's dirty, or kitchen table, and then I hang it up to dry, either tossing it over a faucet here or hanging it by its little tag, so that way it can self-purify as it dries. And if you're new to the backlock technology, that's also cleaning the 99% of bacteria that you're cleaning this with. The other half of this is, there's another kitchen cloth, but it's much bigger. Sorry, it's a little wet. I was just cleaning my kitchen. So, and so this is our hand towel. And so I just hang this over our handle of our oven, and I use this just to dry my hands after doing dishes. I lay it flat, and what I actually had just done is I sterilized baby bottle parts and pumping parts and just kind of dumped it on here and let it soak up all of that water so that way I could sort out all of the things in order to let it dry. And this also has that backlock technology, so yay, it's killing more bacteria for us with just water and microfiber. After I dump out my baby bottle parts, I usually put them on this mat. And this is the dish mat, and it's super soft and plush. It's microfiber on this side. Inside there's a foam layer, and then there's some mesh on the other side. And this pattern just allows really high absorption of water, but also with this mesh and foam on the inside and out bottom side, it's going to allow air circulation so that way you're not getting anything that's mildewy. There's a little tag here for hanging it, otherwise you might just want to hang it over like a handle in your kitchen to let this dry completely. I like to put this under my dish drying rack too, so that way the water that's dripping off of my drying dishes is not just sitting and pooling all over my countertop. And so this absorbs that water really, really well. One of my favorite purchases. Because I'm in the bottle world with my little baby girl, I also have this bottle brush, and really this is so versatile. It's not just for baby bottles. If you have like water bottles that it's hard to get your hand into, or vases, maybe you're really into fresh flowers and those vases can be teeny tiny and my hands don't fit in all of them, and I have small hands. So there's a rubber bristle brush and a really nice sturdy thick handle, and then you can go ahead and clean away with this. And if you want to take advantage of that backlock technology, there's actually this little sleeve and some Velcro right here that you can put on, get this wet, and you can actually clean inside bottles and those tight to get places as well. Backlock, one of my favorite things. The other thing I have here is some refrigerator drawer liners, and again, backlock technology. You can tell I'm a huge fan of it. These just can go in your drawer liners, and this is kind of like a popcorn mesh style, and placing these in your drawers is just going to help keep your refrigerator cleaner, because who doesn't want to clean a refrigerator? It's so much easier to pull this out if something spills and throw it into the wash rather than having to take apart your refrigerator and clean it out. So this saves me lots of time because I don't have to clean out my refrigerator as often. And also, not only does it save me time with keeping my refrigerator cleaner, but it also helps my produce last longer. So keeping my produce from sitting on the bottom of my plastic drawers, allowing that air to breathe and absorbing all of that moisture and killing that bacteria that is trying to inhibit inside of my refrigerator on that produce, it's keeping my produce a lot longer. At least a week, you guys. I've had some people tell me that it's saved their produce for a couple more weeks after they've originally would had to have thrown it out. And I hate throwing out food. It is one of my #1 pet peeves, you guys. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I hate throwing out food. It's just not cost effective for us. So, drawer liners. Another thing that we have here is our fruit and veggie cloth. And this is going to be really helpful for cleaning bacteria off of your fruit and veggies when you bring it home from the grocery store. So I didn't always realize that when I'm shopping, even myself when I'm shopping for cucumbers and tomatoes and apples, I'm checking for freshness and making sure that I'm not getting old produce. And as I'm touching that food, I'm spreading germs all over that food that somebody may just buy, grab, and go ahead and just eat right away rather than cleaning it. And so this here is one of my favorite ways for cleaning off like cucumbers, apples, and anything that you wouldn't have to normally peel. also keep in mind that this might be something you want to use for your carrots. Rather than peeling your carrots, where really all of that nutrition is actually at, consider cleaning it with this abrasive side, and then there's actually a smooth side here too that you can follow it up with to clean that, rather than scraping off all of the nutrition off of your food. There's also a fruit and veggie mitt that if you like that style a little bit more, you might want to consider that too. I have the cloth. There's also the mitt. I didn't bring it over here with me, but there's also a produce spray that you could make like a sink full of water and put some of that in there to let your fruits and vegetables soak into and clean that way. If you're in a huge hurry, there's actually a spray attachment that you can spray onto as well, and then after like 30 seconds you go ahead and rinse that off to clean your food as well. Since dishes is such a huge topic in the kitchen, I also wanted to talk about the dishwasher detergent, and this is one of our enzyme cleaners. And so this one container right here is going to give you 45 loads with your dishwasher. So that is going to last me probably a couple months, because I don't have to run the dishwasher every day, but I do have to run it often. So probably going to last me at least a couple months. And inside here, that comes with a scoop. It's pretty teeny tiny, and so that's really nice because I don't have to worry about like spilling over in my compartment. So just put that where you would normally put your detergent, and close your little compartment there, and start your dishwasher as you normally would, according to the manufacturer. So this is septic safe, which is probably really important to many of you if you have wells and septics. Alrighty, so that is some of the kitchen products that we use and that we have to offer through Norwex. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out and let me know how I can serve you and help you learn how to use any of these products that I was showing you, or anything different that you might be seeing in the catalog. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.